Well, I mean, I was Dr. Nyak's first consultation coordinator, but I wasn't able to come last year because I was on maternity leave. And so our other consultation coordinator came, along with our practice manager and Dr. Nyak, and they brought everything back. And when I came back from maternity leave, we were already implementing that in the practice. And so I've been doing that since then, so for a year. But to be able to be here and to really hear it in the here and now, and then think of how we've been applying that for the last year, and then also have new takeaways and things that I didn't get to hear firsthand. So that'll be really helpful for me in my own personal role. But I think it's also really good as far as a team building thing for us too, with the consultation coordinators and with Allie, our office manager. The YellowTelescope has been extremely beneficial for us in building the kind of practice that I think that Dr. Nyak wants to from the consultation perspective. And I think that it's been huge for us. So I'm just glad to be here, and it's been a really fun event. And I also would just want to thank Dr. Nyak for the opportunity because it's a big investment, and I think it's really worth it. So thanks, Dr. Nyak. I think that some of the organizational aspects of it, which for me hit really close to home because I'm extremely detail-oriented and also task-oriented. And so I like being really mindful about all of the different aspects that I'm doing in my role because there's so many working pieces. And so being able to apply some of the things that I'm taking away from this from a personal perspective, even though I've been doing it for a year, will be, I think, just really crucial in my role, and it'll help me to like kind of hone in even that much more. And so there's just, I can't even think off the top of my head what they would be, but I know even just today in taking notes and in listening to the seminar that there are going to be really big takeaways that I'll be able to apply on a daily basis that are going to be just really beneficial. So, you know, if it was the first time, then yes, that would be the case for me too. But because we've already been doing it, and it has been, you know, it's such an integral part of our role as consultation coordinators, and in the type of consults that we're bringing in, and getting the right patients through the door, and the screening process, and just all of that. So it's just really fine-tuning it now that this is technically the second year, even though it's really only my first year. So I'm interested to see, you know, how it's going to change things. From a perspective of having it be my first experience here, and it being so positive, and just having everything be so concisely laid out and almost like just bullet pointed. It's really easy to follow the process too. So like user-friendly, I guess, would be the term I would use for that. But having applied it over the last year and seeing how it's changed, you know, the way that we do things in our practice and all the positive attributes related to that, like those two things combined, now that I'm here and experiencing it, hands down, the best way to do it. I mean, there's just, I can't see doing it any other way now. I think that if, you know, I mean, I know for me, starting out with Dr. Nyak, you know, being his first consultation coordinator and not even ever having anyone in that role, and kind of cultivating that on my own with him, and then doing it the YellowTelescope way, and looking back in retrospect, it has been so crucial and beneficial. And so I would say, like, there are so many things to take away and so much to bring to the practice that it really helps the consultation coordinator to be very methodical in the way that we interact with patients. And that's just going to help with closing rates, and it's going to help, you know, boost sales for the practice and, you know, bring in revenue. And that's really what our role is. So it's a no-brainer for me.